Okay, this is problem number 7, page 346, chapter 6, section 3. We see here, just like the first 3 problems before this, the first 3 odd ones at least, we've got a product inside the integral, 3x squared e to the 2x. An initial thought might be, let's try u to u. Let's let u equal x squared. This is not going to work, but it might be an initial thought. Du is 2x dx, and again, initially I think, oh, that looks like an okay match. Except over here in the integrand, that 2x is up in the exponent, and so this is not a perfect match. And so our u to u substitution would not work in this case, which leads us to integration by parts or tabular integration. And as soon as we have integration by parts, we're thinking of our acronym LIPIT. We go through the L, log, I see no logs in this integrand, I, inverse trig, there's no inverse trig, and we end up at P, polynomial. And as soon as our polynomial, look at that, it is the 3x squared. And as soon as we get to the polynomial, we think not only integration by parts, but let's just go tabular integration. So I set up my first column, 3x squared, my second column, e to the 2x. I know in the left column, I'm going to take derivatives. And in the right column, I'm going to take integrals. So we'll be very careful with this as we're doing the integrals and the derivatives. Probably the integrals a little bit more, just to make sure we're doing those correctly. Okay, 3x squared, derivative 6x, 6x, the derivative is 6, the derivative of 6 is 0. To the right column, integral of e to the 2x is e to the 2x. And if we used a little u to u substitution, you can see we divide by 2. Try that on your own if you don't believe it. Just on the side here, you've got the integral, e to the 2x dx. And if u equals 2x, you can work through that and see where that half power comes, or that, not half power, but that 1/2 coefficient comes from. Next integral, you're going to get another half. A half times a half is a fourth, e to the 2x. And one more time, we get 1/8, e to the 2x. We know in the front of this, the signs alternate. So we've got a positive, a negative, a positive, a negative. We come across, coming across, we're multiplying. So let's put these together. We'll simplify as we do it, and we get our final answer. We have a 3x squared times a 1/2. So it looks like 3x squared over 2. It looks like an e to the 2x. Our next two, we have a minus 6 times a 1/4. So that would reduce to a minus 3/2 again. This time we have just an x to the single power, and we've got e to the 2x. And our third term, we've got a 6 times a 1/8, looks like a 3/4. A little variety there. No x's in this one. And we've got 3/4 and an e to the 2x. And don't forget your plus c because this was an indefinite integral. That completes our problem.